All right, Jake Duroff here with Maple Grove Radio, and today I'm talking with Bobby Tarnowski of Mathnasium, and he's on here today to talk to us about what's going on a little bit with the difficulties with distance learning and COVID and some of the opportunities that Mathnasium has.
Hi, Jacob. Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah, thanks for being on here. So first off, what is Mathnasium?
Mathnasium is a math learning center for kids, and it is about 17, 18 years old, and it's dedicated to the belief that kids, all kids, regardless of gender, race, or any abilities, all kids can learn to be successful and confident in math when they're taught in a way that makes sense to them.
Okay.
So that's what we do.
Okay. So one of the big things I'm sure a lot of parents have questions with right now is kind of with all the distance learning, what are kind of some of the difficulties going on with that, and there are ways that, Mathnasium can help on everything.
Sure. Well, one of the things that sets Mathnasium apart is our ability to take time in our approach and our curriculum with kids to help them understand foundationally the math that they're doing. A lot of instruction in school, especially now with distance learning, it can tend to be a lot more of just memorization. We want to help kids understand what they're doing, develop a number sense, math fluency, a rich problem solving skills, and really a library of tools, mental tools that they can use to understand math, do it well, and be confident with it. If we can get a kid excited about their abilities and what they're going to be able to do in their future with math, that's a win for us.
Okay. What age groups do you help out with then for math?
Mathnasium is curriculum for 1st through 12th grade level math in schools.
Okay. So do you got a couple tips for some of the parents out there right now with some of the difficulties of distance learning?
Absolutely. Obviously math builds on itself, and it's often overlooked. But first of all, especially with young kids, the importance of learning to count. There's so many counting techniques that parents could use, from counting by ones and twos and fives and tens and 12s and 15s. Pull out the egg cartons, pull out the clocks, right?
Uh-huh.
Use real money to help kids and things that they can physically touch and see. Legos are great counting tools, right? But help the kids develop really good counting skills. At Mathnasium, our goal is to help kids learn how to count from any number, to any number, by any number, forward or backward. And if they can do that, that's a great foundation.
That opens up a lot of opportunities and makes things a lot easier, definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay. So with Mathnasium, what are some other opportunities that you have available to help kids learn the math then?
Well, we have school year programs, obviously, and right now students are able to come into the center and work directly with our teams, or we're able to work with families online. We have an online, what we call Mathnasium at Home system. So if people are more comfortable working at home, distance learning, those are both options, and both are great options. They both include direct one-on-one instruction with our instructors. Our instructors will work with two to three students at a time, whether online or in the center, but it's each student is being taught, and they're working with the instructor individually. So it's a individual instruction in a small group setting. Okay. And it works really great. We're able to typically move students through a grade level worth of material in roughly 6 months or so worth of time, depending on the students. I've seen some students go as many as 4 years worth of math in just one calendar year. So it's a really amazing progress. But so we have the school year programs, or what we call the year-round programs. We also have summer programs or session packages. And if there's any families that want to take advantage of the program, and we're able to work with them a little bit in regard to the cost, we have some financing options too that help make it a little bit more affordable. But especially now with COVID, I mean, it's really tough for families to get good, especially individualized live instruction for their kids. A lot of the instruction ends up being recorded, or they're just doing worksheets and turning that in through the computer system. All of our instruction is live, so it's great instruction. And if parents want to take advantage of that, we're here to help them. And again, it's really important, especially during COVID, because the current challenges of the distance learning with schools. But to be honest with you, Jacob, Mathnasium just has a different design, and this school design, I have an engineering background, so I look a lot of this as design. The design of school, where it's 20, 30, sometimes 35 or even 40 kids in a classroom, students only have so much ability to really realize, to advance and get good. They don't get much individual attention. So the best students do okay, and most students don't, right? And typically in the school, more than 6 out of 10 kids aren't proficient at any grade level, and not even when they graduate. At Mathnasium, we have the opportunity for every student to reach their individual potential, and we're excited to be able to make that happen.
Okay. What are some ways when parents are seeing maybe kids falling behind a little bit, or what are some ways that maybe it's time to do a little intervention and try to get ahead of things?
Well, I wouldn't, my advice is always start early and don't wait until the student's behind, because there's so much upside to have an excited student and confident student about their abilities in math. And we're not trying to turn everybody into engineers and mathematicians, but we are trying to get them comfortable with using math and starting to be able to see how they might be able to use that to pursue the things they really are excited about. We hope we're equipping and inspiring a whole future of world changers.
Okay. Do you think too, just with the distance learning, that maybe kind of the baseline is kind of going down at the moment too, that might find more difficulties in the future when going to more advanced classes and stuff like that for math?
Well, I have heard some teachers have said to us that some of the challenges they face is that the students online, they don't know if they're attending or not. They've blacked out their screen, or they also don't know if they're really doing the work. Maybe there's a number of apps that kids have found and are available on the web where you can just fax in, or send in a text in a picture of your problem on your paper, and the app will spit back the answer. So their teachers are telling us they're pretty sure kids are doing a lot of that on their tests. So there's all sorts of challenges to the distance learning that teachers and parents are running into. Parents, of course, are busy and challenged, stressed, trying to get their own work done, even if they're trying to work at home, trying to do your work and keep an eye on your student to make sure they're online doing their schoolwork is especially difficult. My wife and I deal with that at our home here with our kids. So Mathnasium is a great opportunity for families and to get that kind of support. Know your kids are getting great instruction and making great progress, learning to be the best they can be. And whether you're starting out behind or whether you're just wanting to keep your student challenged and they're already doing great, or that they have a lot of potential, or at least a lot more potential than what they're seeing in school, you might be pleasantly surprised about how well the students will react at Mathnasium. And we see feedback and we love the feedback from parents that we regularly receive about how excited they are, how it's changed their students' whole attitude, not just about math, but about school and learning in general. And a parent just a few weeks ago thanking us about their student getting into ultimately a PhD class in college. It was a student that had been with us for a while. A number of students get into an Humpty Hump program at the University of Minnesota, in large part because of our work with them. So it's great upside for a program like ours.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. So if someone is looking to find out more information, kind of where can they get that info?
Well, we have a single number. I own a number of centers in the cities, but also in obviously the Maple Grove location. But you could reach us on our phone. You're probably going to get in touch with my wife, Sarah, or one of our helpers, Emily. But our phone number is 763-269-6969. You can also find us on the web at mathnasium.com. If you're, again, looking for the Maple Grove location, just add a / Maple Grove at the end of that. But we're in the neighborhood. We've got a great team over there. My center director, Beverly, is awesome, and we have a great team of instructors and really some actual math teachers and really skilled and long-time instructors at the center that are doing a great job, and they'd love to help kids. They really do. Okay.
Do you have any promotions or specials going on at the moment that the parents can take advantage of?
If parents are listening to this video and they want to find out more, give us a call and we'll offer a half-price assessment for anyone who wants to enroll in the program 6 months or longer. Again, it takes about 6 months to get through the first for a grade levels of material. So we'd like to think that you're at least going to give your students the opportunity to have that success, begin and complete a successful program. So 6-month or longer program, we'll do a half price assessment. That's a $75 value.
Okay, that would really help out some parents and really makes it more affordable to get ahead of things.
Yeah, and we can do that. You can give us a call. We can offer a free trial. We all offer a free trial regularly if anyone wants to check it out before committing. And that trial and consultation can be done in center or online, but it's going to be one-on-one with a real person. So.
Okay, well, thank you very much for all that information. Do you have anything else to share with us before we go?
No, Jacob, I just appreciate the opportunity. This is we're coming up on our 10-year anniversary and being in Maple Grove.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We opened in April 1st of 2011, so we're excited to be celebrating 10 years in Maple Grove.
Okay. All right. Well, that was Bobby Tarnowski with Mathnasium, and just want to say thank you very much for being on with us.
Thank you, Jacob. This was a great opportunity.
All right, thanks.